Okay, let's move on to the Brendan Aaronson hype train.
Hype train. He's
In
left the station.
Full force. He's been really good lately,
Yeah.
Tim, and it was really interesting timing because we said, and I believe this. I'm not backing off of this. I said at the time, he's a hard person to get into our national team and playing regularly because he doesn't have any star quality. And who are you going to play him over? And what I think this is a case of is he's at the right club, playing around the right group of players, and he fits perfectly. And by the way, there are a lot of like Red Bull players who they fit the system so well and they can do these things so well, right? And then you take them out of that and you put them somewhere else and you're like, oh, what the hell? Like he's not great. So the things he does well, super active, very aggressive. He's in great spots. He's consistent. He plays, he shows up, he works hard. He just doesn't have a star quality. So as we get to the summer, it's like, how do we view him? And I would say if he keeps going at this rate, he's absolutely on the team, which was not the case, by the way, the last 3 or 6 months.
Yeah.
But now I would say he's absolutely going to be on the team.
Yes.
And then the question is, can he find his way on the field? I just don't see it happening. I don't. I want it for him. He's a nice kid, and I like how he plays, but I just don't see it.
Yeah, I'm trying to think. I was watching some show the other day. It might have been even Nick Saban was talking about it. And he said like confidence is real. And it made me, I laughed because I believe that like confidence is real. Momentum is real, like in games, like I always remember like being a Manchester United and Everton player, we'd go to Liverpool and there's this term that people say like the cop sucks you in. And you're like, what does it mean? And then you go stand and goal in front of the cop. You're like, oh, it's like an overwhelming, thing. So, and I think with Brendan Aaronson, and we've talked about it, the conversation has been that there hasn't been a real like end product, right? There hasn't been a real like, he does the right things. He charges forward. He's busy. He makes opportunities for his teammates. He's got an engine, but like, you're also not a defender, right? So there has to be when you do all of that, there has to be a point where you downshift, you get yourself in good positions, you make the right pass or the right shot. And over the last couple of weeks, as I've watched him, I've watched him sort of transform, and I don't know if it's short term or it's sustainable, but this is mega confidence. I mean, he runs past Aiden Heaven like he's not even there against Manchester United, right? Like runs away from him. He's on the left side of the goal. He's on his left foot, which is not his stronger foot. I mean, hits perfectly through the ball, beats the goalkeeper, happy as you like. So you're like, okay, good, confident, but maybe it's a one-off. The next weekend against Newcastle, I watch him get played in off of a turnover. He pressed, then I can't remember, maybe Dominic Calvert-Lewin regained the ball, plays him in, and the shot is there to be taken outside the 18-yard box. There's no other, you can dribble it, but he's going to run into players. He absolutely lashes it into the bottom corner, and I'm thinking, all right, strike outside the box, like that's... Didn't see that coming. In the same game, he gets it to feet, but still has a lot to do. So now he has to go down the outside of the I think it's a center back, right? Chop, step over, right? Unbalances the center back, hits between his legs to the back post. Literally picture perfect strike. And I'm thinking, it's 3 in a row now. Like that's 3 in a row where on a one-off, I'm thinking, I ain't seen that from you. Now I've seen it 3 times in 2 weeks. So that just tells me this is a player who has a huge sort of shift in confidence. And the good thing about that I like is there was rumors, and I think there weren't really rumors. The crowd at Ellen Road had turned on him, and they had kind of been like basically to the manager, like, "Oi, get this guy the hook. Why is he still on?" And the manager persisted with him, and so that's a hard thing to do. So I give him a ton of credit when your home crowd makes their mind up about you, flipping heck. It's hard to get them back on side. And he did that. And I also know the crowd at Ellen Road because I've been there and you get pelters. So yeah, big credit to him. I hope it lasts. Because if we're saying he does a lot of things right and now there's a final product.
Well, look, I hope I'm wrong. I mean, to your point, he does do everything right, and the quality or the star quality, as I call it, hasn't been there. But there's no question in the last stretch of games, probably his last 7 or 8 games, it's been there. And so and look, people develop things at different times and things come at different times. And you're right. Like when you're confident, he's in the prime of his life and his career and things start going, like you can change. So, we're talking about Pepe on the other end of that spectrum. I mean, I'm knocking on wood, but like he's always available. He's always there. He's always playing. He plays every minute if he's available. And let's hope it long continues through the World Cup. Because if he's playing like this, then he does get on the field.
Yeah.
I mean, he does. And you find a way to get him on the field. Right. So.